All right, Green Country Baits coming back at you with the zombie Crackin. All right, got my mask on. This one we do with a undertone, what I call it, where basically the color of this shines through the clear belly once light penetrates the upper layers. Pretty cool, good little pattern. Got 2 of these to do for a customer out of Oklahoma. Hadn't done this pattern in a long time. Go back though if you'd like to see some of the older videos, and make sure to check out the zombie Crackin. I can't remember now what bodies I've done it on, but man, this is a tremendous pattern on this. 3XDs, wiggle warts for sure. I'm going to heat set this thing from a distance. It's cold. 1st of January. Happy New Year's to everyone. By the time this video's out, it's going to be well past New Year's, I'm sure, since this is the 2nd. And maybe the 3rd today. This is the 3rd. Now, because I'm using a heat gun and not a hair dryer, I've got this bad boy at about arm's length because I don't want to melt my mask that I've used a few times. I get several uses out of these. All right, so now we come back over the top of that with some white, because this is, again, just an undertone. Need pretty good coverage. Need to cover up pretty much all the. There's really not that many colors that goes into this one, and these are colors that I like off an old Bandit crankbait called the Spring Craw. Thus, one of my favorite times. In fact, I threw this pattern the other day and it wasn't any good. Of course, nothing else was either. I don't think I caught a fish. So tells you what kind of fisherman I am in the winter. Guys, once we get the pattern down here, tell me what you think of this pattern. I'd like to hear from the people viewing it and what your opinions are of these particular crawl patterns that I call the zombie line. Now, if you've got smallmouth present, they really like this yellow. Leave me a comment if you live in an area with smallmouth and they are really attracted to yellows and chartreuses. I'm curious if it's just something in our region or if it's kind of universal that works like that everywhere. Let's get back to our brown that we were utilizing, because that is the next step. I like to get it really dark around the bottom, and I don't want it real thin because we're going to come back and apply black . outline. That was a long hesitation, right? Black outline. Then I do some random stuff along the top. And like I said, we want to outline all of that with a little black. So we've added a little 4011 to the Autoborn brown, and we're just looking for the thinness of it. Let's see here. Takes a minute for the viscosity, there we go, to be present in your paint cup. So we're going to reduce pressure to, we'll start right about 10 and see where we're at with that. We've got to remove the nozzle cap. And we'll crank it up just a little bit and get a little bit smaller. Still really not as thin as I'd like it. Just like that. That's pretty much it. Lay our eyes back in. And these little eyes and these spros are freaking tiny. Hard to deal with. Now what we do is we remove, oh gosh, remove our mask carefully, slowly, to reveal our pattern. Now we got to put the other eye in, obviously. Let's see. These eyes do have a direction. They got the black pupil on one end, and I mean these things are tiny. I've actually placed them in there pretty good this time. I'm gonna get it good and seated. And there we have zombie Crackin. Now, you can come back and just mist it with a little tiny bit of your yellow. But even if you don't do that, you're going to really get a lot of that through the sun penetration because of the undertone in there. So anyway, look at this, check this pattern out, guys. Tell me what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video and you got any value out of it. And, you know, be creative, cut your own stencils, do something that's kind of unique. This kind of makes these stencils a little three-dimensional. So anyway, hope you liked the video. Until next week, Green Country Custom Baits signing out.